What if water were a universally accessible source of timeless wisdom? Well, in countless cultures throughout the ages, water has actually been consulted like an oracle through various kinds of water divination called hydromancy. For example, the Kogi tribe in Colombia make decisions by reading the patterns of bubbles formed by hollow beads dropped into a gourd full of water. And Nostradamus practiced hydromancy to receive all of his predictions through observing the movements of water in a bowl called scrying. His psychic visions were amazingly accurate, and he predicted many of the major events in the past centuries. And in Greece, water nymphs were credited with prophecy because drinking certain waters could induce a state of spiritual receptivity. They believed that the soul of the earth, Gaia, spoke through springs and pools. And at the oracle at Delphi, the priestess inhaled water vapor steam from a cleft in some rocks as she prepared for readings by drinking water from the Kosota spring. And all throughout ancient Greece, specific spring waters were imbibed by oracles and healers for their divinatory properties. Among early Jews, diviners would fill a cup with water, sometimes wine, and gaze at the surface for insight, just like Nostradamus did. And the Celts, as well, they believed that dreaming by the water's edge was effective for divination. They would consult water in cases of sickness, in matters of love, or even in determining the guilt or innocence of a suspected criminal. Even modern scientists use hydromancy in a way. There are already scientists in the world who are using water to predict solar flares and sunspot activity up to a week beforehand. Water knows when these are about to happen. It can also be used to predict earthquakes. And so far, I think in this capacity, we're really just scratching the surface of water's predictive capabilities and its ability to communicate information. Because water, especially coherent, full-spectrum water, is intrinsically connected with the Akashic field, the storehouse of all memory, information, and energy in the universe, forwards and backwards in time. So what if the wisest sage and the most ancient source of infallible wisdom was as accessible to you as your own glass of drinking water or as your very own blood? How would this change the way that you seek insight and guidance and counsel? How would it change the way that you interact with the subtle crystalline clarity of your own internal intuition? If you want to learn more about how to communicate with water in this way through hydromancy to unlock some of her more mystic properties, then sign up for the Daily Drip. Starting February 20th, we'll be exploring 28 days of water communion and communication, including more than 6 different kinds of hydromancy practices. And you can find all of this at waterislife.academy. Just search for the Daily Drip, and I'll see you over there.